Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Counting Down from 5 by Oscode, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once in every row, column, and 3x3 box. The grid is covered in fog. Placing a correct digit will reveal the surrounding 8 cells. No guessing of digits is required or an intended strategy. Actually, it should reveal the fog in that cell and also the 8 surrounding cells, I believe. So I think that's not quite correct, but that's essentially what it is. So that's Fog of War. Within the fog hides 5 types of clues. We have killer cages. We have 5 killer cages, where within a cage, digits may not repeat and sum to the number in the upper left corner of the cage's top row. This sum is given for all cages. Oh, that's interesting. So this is not the upper left corner of the top row. So that tells you something there. And there are 5 cages that we know of. So these 3 must add up to 7. These 3 must add up to 7 because this is a killer cage. And it's open here. So that's the 5 killer cages. We also have 4 Dutch whisper lines, where adjacent digits along these orange lines have a minimum difference of 4. Each of these lines only move orthogonally and are at least 3 cells long. So every orange Dutch whisper line must be 3 cells long, and they only move orthogonally, which means going through an edge. They cannot move through a corner, essentially. So what you cannot have is you cannot have something like, well, if I can get diagonally, there. That's not allowed. But if we remove that last part, this is actually a valid Dutch whisper line. And on a Dutch whisper line, say we had a 3 here. This would have to be 7, 8, or 9 because those are the only digits that are 4 or more away from 3. So we have 4 Dutch whisper lines. We have 3 region sum lines, which is a blue line, where box borders divide each of these blue lines into segments with the same sum in every box it enters. Different lines may have different sums. Each of these lines only move orthogonally and are at least 3 cells long. So that seems to be a common restraint for all the lines. So again, you can only move through edges. You can't move through corners. So this could be something like that. And if this were essentially... So a valid example, if this were essentially a region sum line, would be, say, this is 3 and 5, and this is 8, because these 2 digits sum up to what this digit sums up to. And that's how an example of how region sum lines work. We also have 2 same sum diamonds. I'm not sure what that is. These yellow diamonds separate 2 pairs of digits which sum to the same total in both instances. So... Right, there will be 2 yellow diamonds somewhere in this puzzle. So say it was these 2 and these 2. And these 2 digits must sum to the same sum as these 2 digits, if these were the 2 same sum diamonds. That's all it means. And then finally, we have 1 German whisper line, where adjacent digits along this green line have a minimum difference of 5, and this line only moves orthogonally. So because of that, we know this is at least actually 5 in length, because there's only 1 German whisper line. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Oh, well, as an example, okay, so if this were 3, this would have to be 8 or 9, because the only digits that are 5 or more away from 3 are 8 and 9. That's an example of how German whisper lines work. Those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. These 3 digits add up to 7, so it must be 1, 2, and 4. These 3 digits add up to 7, 1, 2, and 4. Excuse me. Because this is open here and here, this must be at least 3 cells in length to add up to 6, and you can only have 3 different distinct cells to add up to 6. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruplet in row 2, which eliminates 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the rest of the row. So these have to be 5 through 9. This is a low. This has to be high next to it. It either goes this way or it goes to one of these. So it cannot be 6 because it must be next to 2 unique digits on this German whisper line. And it either goes this way, or this way. Where is the 3 then in row 2? It must be one of these 2 cells. So this can never be 3. Where's the 4 in one of these? In row 2, it has to be one of these 2 cells because these can't be 4. So this can never be 4 then either. We have a 1, 2, 4 triplet, actually, in columns 1 and columns 2, which eliminates 1, 2, and 4 in the rest of the column. Also, this can't be 1, 2, or 4, and this can't be 1, 2, or 4. Where is the 1, 2, or 4 in column 3? It must be these 3 cells. Okay. We have 5 cages. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This goes down here. So this is at least 5, if that includes that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this cage must be different than this cage here. So this cage, interesting. This must be a separate cage than these 2. So this is a cage in itself. Because this must connect to, and we try, actually, can this be part of this? No, because it expands both here and here. It does not close off here, it does not close off here. So this expands to here, this expands to here, this expands here, this expands here. This must be then, I guess it could go in here, it could go in, no, because you don't see any corner here. So this has to be a 3 by 3 area, which forces this to be 1, 2, or 4. Well, here we have 1 digit that must be next to a German whisper line. And the other digit has to be next to a German whisper line. So one of these is low. It cannot be 1, 2, or 4 because, again, we don't have this little notch in this corner here, which would signify that this actually goes this way. Same here. So this must be a square, essentially, cage. So one of these is 3, and it must be with 8 or 9. The rest of this box, this cage, must be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? This cannot be 1, 2, or 4. It could be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if this is 3, this would have to be 7, 8, or 9. If it's 5, it could be 1 or 9. If it's 6, 7, 8, or 9, it could be 1 through 5. Ooh, that's pretty broad. So that's not helpful. Hmm. This must be greater than this because it cannot be the same. If these are the same, they would both be in the same row, which is not allowed. So this has to be at least 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to be at least 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's interesting. The region sum line does not go anywhere else, does not go into the cage, and it can only move orthogonally. So in this box, in box 3, you can only have, at minimum, 4 and 5. Well, then this must be 4 and 5, and this must be a 9. So this is 9, this is 5, this is 4. Because 4, again, could not be in this row. This cannot be 9. These can't be 5 or 9. This is 4 and 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 remaining in the box. This cannot be 9 here. One of these digits must be a 6. This can no longer be 4 because 4 can only be next to 9 on a German whisper line. So where is the 4 in row 2? It has to be here. We have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the column. So this must be 4 here. These can't be 4s. There's a 1, 2 pair. Hmm. 4 cannot be here, so 4 has to be one of these two digits. This could be 4 if this is 9 and it goes this way, and that's 9. That's possible. Remaining digits actually in row 3 have to be 3 through 9. But this can't be 4, this can't be 4, and this can't be 4 or 9. These can't be 9. This can't be 3. Oh. That's interesting. So if this is 4, this could be 9. So this can never be 8 here. If this is 8, that would force us to be low, because on a German whisper line, you'll alternate between low digits and high digits, which is 1 through 4 versus 6 through 9. But if this were 8, the only low possible is a 4, because we know one of these is a 3. And so 8 would not work here. Also, if this is 3, this is low. This can't be 6 or 7 because that's not 5 or more away from 3. This would have to be 8 if that's the case. So this is specifically 4 or 8 here. This can only move orthogonally. Well, if it goes here, this would be 6, 7, or 8, but that cannot be 4 if that's the case. So if this is low, this would be 4, and this would be 9. But the problem is to connect to this, it has to move orthogonally into it. So it has to go essentially this way or this way around here. If it tries going this way, it can't because this is 4 and that would be 8 at most, which is not a difference of 5. So it has to go this way, which means this is high, this has to be low. So this is a 3 then. That makes it 8, which makes this 3. This can't be 8, 3, or 8, so this is 9. This 3 means this has to be 8, because that's the only digit that's possible that out of 8 or 9, out of 7 or 8, to be able to be next to an 8. 3, sorry. So this can't be 3 or 8. This cannot be 3 or 8. These cannot be 3 or 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This 6, 7 pair eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of box 2. So this can't be 6 or 7. This then becomes 5. This is 4. This cannot be 5 because of this 5. That leaves this as 1, 2, and 3. But the 1, 2, 4 triplet eliminates 1, 2, and 4 from this cell, which leaves this as a 3. Therefore, this is a 1, 2 pair. These can't be 9. This can't be 8 because of that 8. The remaining digits here are 5, 6, 7, and 9. On this Dutch whisper line, how is that going to work? Well, this digit has to be 5 through 9. If this is 5, it can't be next, it could be next to a 9 here, but that's not possible because of that 9, so this cannot be 5. This is 6 through 9. It can only be next to a low digit, which is 1 through 5, but you can't have 1, 2, or 4 here, so this is 3 or 5 specifically. But if this were 5, we know this Dutch whisper line is 3 cells long at least. So it would have to be 5 between a 9 and a 1, but the 1 doesn't go here. So in this box, where is the Dutch whisper line? It has to go either here or here. And so this cannot be 5. This has to be 3. Therefore, this has to be 7, 8, 9, and this is 7, 8, or 9. Let's see. This digit, well, okay, so these digits are 5, 6, 7, and 9. So if this is 5, 6, 7, 9, it could be 1 through 5 here, or 9, but the 9's not allowed because of this 9. So this can't be 3. It's 1, 2, 4, 5 here, next to the 5, 6, 7, 9. This can't be 3 or 5. We have in column 6 a 6, 7, 8 triplet. 6, 7, or 8 can be next to only 1 through 4. But this can't be 4 here. So this is 1, 2, or 3 here. This must be next to a 9, though. We don't know which way. Okay, so this is less than... This has to be either the same or less than this digit, right? Because this cannot be... Actually, in fact, we cannot have 5, 6, 7, 8 here because of the 5, 6, 7, 8 quadruplet in column 5, which makes this 1, 2, 3, or 9. But if this were 9, this would end here, and then it would not be possible to be the same value for the region sum. So this can never be 9, which forces this to be 9 here. This cannot be 9 here, so this cannot be 5, because 5 can only be between 1 and 9. This cage adds up to 45. We have 1, 2, 4, and 6, 7, 8 here. Therefore, these must be 3, 5, and 9. And 9 cannot be here because of this 9. We have a 3, 5 pair in the row, which eliminates 3 and 5 from the rest of the row. This can't be 5. This can't be 3 or 5 because of the 3, 5 pair in the box, so this is a 9. Remaining digits here are 1 through 5. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 3, this is 5. This can no longer be 9 here because of this 9. One of these is a 5, right? Because this can't be 5. Actually, it could be 5. No, because one of these is a 5, one of these is an 8, so this can't be 5. 5 has to be one of these two. 3, then, in column 5, where's a 3? It has to be one of these two cells, so neither of these cells can be 3, then. This can't be 4 because of the 4 in the row. So 4 is one of these two cells. But if this were 4, 4 cannot be next to 6 or 7 on a Dutch whisper line because it's only 2 or 3 away. So this cannot be 4. Where is the 4 then in column 4? It has to be here. So this is 4. This is 5. This can't be 5 or 9 anymore. We have a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair in column 3, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. This can't be 6 or 7. This can't be 6 or 7. This can't be 9. So this is the same as that digit, so it must be 5 here and 5 here, which makes this a 9. These can't be 5 anymore. These can't be 9. And this can't be 9 here. This must be 4 and 1 adding up to 5. So this is 1. These can't be 1. So that forces this to be 2, which makes that a 3. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 2 and 1. These two digits add up to this digit. It cannot be 6 because that would require this to be 1, 5, or 2, 4, and 4 or 5 are already there. If it's 7, it has to be 1 and 6 adding up. It cannot be 2, 5, or 3, 4. If it's 8, it's 1 and 7, or it could be 2, 6, and it cannot be 3, 5. So these are the possibilities here. This must be 4 or more away from 3, so this can't be 6. This is 7 or 8. We have a 7, 8 pair now in column 6, which eliminates 7 and 8 from the rest of the column. So this is 6, which makes this 7, which makes that 6. This can no longer be 6, so this is 1 or 2. This has to be 6 or 7 with it to add up to 7 or 8. Therefore, we have a 1, 2 pair in row 8, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the row. So this is 7 or 8 also here. Remaining digits in box 7 are 3. Well, these can't be 3, so where's the 3? It has to be here. And 8 and 9. This 8 and 9 pair, this can't be 9 because of this 9, so this is 8, which makes this 9. That eliminates 8 and 9 here, so this is 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 7. That leaves this as 5 or 6, but the 5 means this can't be 5, so this is 6, which makes that 5. Okay. Remaining digits here are 5, 8, and 9. And this can't be 5, so this is 8 or 9. Whereas the 5, then it has to be here. This must contain a low and a high, because we cannot have 3, 4, or 5, right? So therefore, that must be 1 or 2 with 6, 7, 8, or 9. Well, this can't be 1 or 2 then. It could be 6, 7, 8, or 9, but it can't be 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 7. This can't be 7. This is an 8, 9 pair, which eliminates 8 and 9 from the rest of the row. That means this must be a 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of these is a 3. We need 1, 2 with 6, 7, 8, and 9 here. We have 8 5s. Where does the last 5 have to be then? It has to be here. So this is a 5. This is 1 through 4, which is next to, must be next to a 6 through 9 because 5 is not there. This can't be 9 though, so 6 through 8. This is 6, 7, 8. It has to be next to a 1 or 2, which makes it be next to a 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. We have a 1, 2, 4. Okay, that's, yeah. This 9 means this can't be 9, so this is 8, which makes that 9. That makes this not a 9, so this is 8. There's no 8 here, there's no 8 here. This is 6 or 7. So it cannot be next to a 4. This can't be 8, and it can't be 7, so that makes this a 6, which makes that an 8. The 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 6 and 7. This can't be 7. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 7. Therefore, this can't be 7. We have a 1, 2, 3 triplet, which eliminates 1 in column 8, which eliminates 1, 2, and 3 in the rest of the column. That leaves 4, 6, and 8 remaining. This can't be 4 because of that 4, so this is 6 or 8, and therefore this must be a 4 here. So this can't be 4 here, and it can't be 4 here or here. That leaves this as 6 and 9. We have a 6, 7, 8 triplet in row 7, which eliminates 6, 7, and 8 from the rest of the row. That leaves this as a 2, which makes this a 1, which makes that a 2. Neither of these can be 2. Neither of these can be 2. We have a 1, 3, 1, 3 pair now in row 6, which eliminates 1 and 3 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 1, and this can't be 1. This cannot be 2. This is a Dutch whisper line, so it must go to here. What's the last digit here? It must be a 4. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 2 and 1. We don't know what the other... Actually, we do know where the other same sum diamond has to be. It has to be here. And it also has to be a Dutch whisper line because every Dutch whisper line is 3 in length. Well, if this is 3, 1, there's no way that this can fulfill the Dutch whisper line because that difference would have to be 1 and 3 also. So this is 3 and 4, which makes this 1, this 2, this 1, this 2, this 4. And this has to be the diamond, and it cannot be 3 with anything to add up to 7. So this has to be 1, 2, and 3. This must add up to 6. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 2. This is 1. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 3 and 1. This 6 makes this an 8. It also makes this a 7, which makes that a 6. Neither of these could be 6. This can't be 6, so this is 9, which makes that a 6, which makes that 7. To add up to 8. 1 and 7 add up to 8. This is 7. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 6. The 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 8. The 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 7, and this is a 9. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, pretty interesting restriction with the specific situations, right? Like, we knew that the diamond had to be here, and it had to be... Since it was 3 in length from the Dutch whisper line, it had to be along the Dutch whisper line, so this would have to add up to at least 7. Anyways, pretty interesting puzzle. I hope you enjoyed the solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.